Their comments came after the government announced on Sunday that public servants who missed earlier pay raises will now receive them in December, not this month as previously planned, because they were supposed to get that money in September, but the government said, no, sir, we ain't going to give you all that money in September. We can give that to you all in December, but all the members of parliament got the $150,000 allowance, and Justin Smith's school fees are paid, and Justin Smith get his salary, and Justin Smith get his rent allowance. Where the people money? Where's the money? They need their money. And while we are at Fred Mitchell, I'm asking for a friend, tell us, who is Justin Smith? Anyway, let's continue. It says the increases will be retroactive to September, with each employee receiving at least 2 salary increments, though the size of the increases will vary by category. Public Service Minister Pierre Glover Roll said the exercise, which she described as a Ministry of Finance project, is intended to narrow gaps in public service salaries and improve conditions for workers. And while we at it, remember she was saying, say, the staff members can get their money, can get their money every 2 weeks instead of every month. And she was arguing. Then Belinda tell them, say, listen, this ain't making no sense when you're not doing. They say, oh no, we doing it. Everybody can get their salary every two weeks. They get their money. They ain't got to wait the whole month for their money, because that was a political scam and a political flam that they were trying to pull off. They were trying to use that to goad people into supporting them. And unfortunately, it ain't work. So now they sneak back in and say, oh, well, that will not be happening. We have to pay y'all once every month like we always did. You know, should have listened to Belinda. Belinda need to be the government, because you don't know what the hell you're doing. Anyhow, let's continue. So, Public Service Minister Pierre Glover Roll said the exercise, which he described as a Ministry of Finance project, is a project, I bet, is intended to narrow gaps in public service salaries and improve conditions for workers. She noted that the government has been increasing salaries since taking office, adding that there has been no public service pay increases since 2016. She could not comment on the project's cost or the reason for the late payments, directing such questions to the financial officials. How the hell you can answer that question? Anyhow, government officials said the payments were delayed because the exercise was complex. Yesterday, Mr. Ferguson expressed shock at the remarks, calling it impossible for Ms. Glover Roll to blame the Ministry of Finance while feigning ignorance after praising the government's salary review in the House of Assembly. That's because even Pierre Glover Roll know how to flim-flam, and she flim-flamming left, right, and center, because she knows this is a bunch of BS they putting on y'all for these increases. I bet you when December come, they got a different story. Anyhow, says, we are of the view that the government is trying to have a one-up on unions and cause the workers of this country to see unions as irrelevant. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. You know, mind you, I have my problems with unions too, and I can tell you why. Because I think while these unions are supposed to be helping workers, they encourage too much foolishness for some of these workers. You can imagine somebody was telling me how some union workers, if, let's say for example, they work on a hotel property and they teach the people meat and put the meat in their panties.